Okay, what's this? Bernie's tweets, 219,000 followers on Twitter. Okay, UK. Labour Party will compulsorily purchase land from farmers and landowners at below market value. Okay, well, you do know that the government in most countries, and it's Britain, USA, everywhere, gives massive subsidies to farmers, right? They give them loads of money. And if you were still in the EU, they'd get even more. But Britain is in the process of negotiating things with the EU so that they can get all that sorted out, because EU is just a trade deal. But yeah, they get subsidies from the government, farmers, and now they want to buy some land back so they can maybe build affordable housing. I think it's for housing, right? Because there's too much land and not enough housing for the people. Unless you want to have them all live in ghettos piled in together. Maybe that's what you want, Bernie. You don't want them to have a decent house in a decent place. But hey, I hate these subdivisions, don't get me wrong, but there's so much lack of thinking in the populace that you're going to complain that the government that gives money to farmers is then asking to be able to buy land off them for cheap. It'll never happen, by the way. Labour Party's not in power, and when it does, it won't do it. But it will probably buy it at the actual value, maybe, and then build some houses. But that's, yeah, you'd have to be, I don't know how they're going to do that. Houses need to be built in Britain, that's a fact, and elsewhere for affordable housing, right? And so, but it's just weird to complain that the government, which gives money to someone, then wants something back from them. Or you could just cut the subsidies, because the subsidies are mostly for the meat industry, right? Massive subsidies for the meat industry, meat and dairy, right? So you could just cut the subsidies and then they'll have the money to buy the land. Or you could sell it to them a little bit cheaper than they should have to pay, or I don't care what they have to pay, but of what they pay, would otherwise pay, anyone else would pay, right? So it's called, what's the word for that? Appropriation or something? I can't remember the word for that. But there has to be some of that going on now. The world is a small place, and unless you want people to live in tiny little hovels while you live in your nice suburban house or your country cottage or your nice London flat because some Russian didn't buy it yet, then yeah, you're going to have to do something. Good luck, folks.